What's up, guys and gals? It's time for the next episode of Shoppe. Welcome on back. It's time to hang out for a little while and ply our wares to people who are well aware of the fact that we're here. We sold a lot of stuff yesterday. I'm trying to save up some money so I can knock out one of these walls right here. Mama said knock you out. And that's exactly what's going to happen to that wall. If I get enough money to do so. It's an elitist world that we live in. If you don't have the money, you can't knock out walls. But if you have all the money, you can knock out walls, you can knock out customers, you can knock out politicians, you can knock out whoever you want. That sounds pretty awesome. I think any politician that does something shitty, it should just be open game on that ass. Like, you get to knock them out once for free. And until they get knocked out on, like, national television, it's just open season. They just gotta look over their shoulder the entire time. So after they make like a shitty vote that nobody agrees with, like, well, he voted for big business again. Let's do this thing. He's gonna spend the next like 6 months just staring over his shoulder like, I don't want to get punched. I think if we all mobbed on him quick enough too at the same time, like no matter how much security they had, if really like 50 of us decided we were just gonna try and get in there and knock him out, I think we could all do it, even if he had tons of security. Some of us might get shot though. I just figured I would put the risks out there so the people that are getting on with this current cultural trend that I'm grooming would be like, yeah, I got shot. Lawsuit on you? Lawsuit on your whole family? Well, I warned you before we went in to punch politicians that we might get shot. I told you that. That was in the fine print. That was in the information. Did you check the pamphlet that I handed out? That little pamphlet. I mailed it to your house. Ask Susie. I told her about it the other day. I gave her the pamphlet. And she didn't tell you about it? Did she throw it away? Well, you wouldn't know. I don't know why I'm asking you, because if she had the pamphlet, she never gave it to you. I don't know if she threw it away. Either ask Susie about it. I'm pretty sure she has the pamphlet right now that I was handing out with the proper instructions on how to punch a politician anyways. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I'll send you another one. But watch out for it this time. Those printing costs are expensive, man. I'm not a rich dude. I'm not richy rich. I do this out of the kindness of my own heart. This is, every now and again, you got to get out there and be a humanitarian by promoting the punching of politicians. Every now and again, you got to help the world out a little bit. Like Michael Jackson said, change the world, make it a better place. Not just for you and me, but for the entire human race. I'm just saying. That was like one of the first albums I had ever. I had like I had Beach Boys, I had Michael Jackson's Thriller, and I had Janet Jackson's, I don't know, it was whatever album had What Have You Done For Me Lately on it. What have you done for me lately? Boop, 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 boop. I heard that on the radio the other day, and I was like, wow, I forgot about that song. And I owned it. That's the thing. Man, everybody's stuck outside my base right now. You guys doing? Stuck on some kind of invisible wall, just having the worst time ever. It's so hard. It's like moving through digital molasses to get in here. I figured that would tire the knees out. Take a little bit of work to get used to that. I am not looking forward to being stressed while people trash my shop for like the next 45 minutes. This is gonna... I wish people knock stuff off the shelves a little less. That's like the one big change I would make. Is just be like, people knock his shit off shelves. That's one of the few mechanics in this game, and I'm just like, I don't like that at all. That's deeply upsetting, and it happens so much. I don't think I'm gonna mess around with the bot fuel. However, I might buy ninja stars because that shit sounds dope. What kind of like awesome adventure story are you running if you don't have ninja stars? It seems like a basic thing to stock on your shelves. Or so the customers keep telling me. Listen, mate, I came in here for one single little piece of ninja star, and you ain't got it. That's all that I wanted when I came into this store. Now, what are you going to do about that? And I'll be like, well, sir, I'll put in an order. I mean, can you check in the back for the ninja stars? And I'll be like, I can look in the back, but there's no ninja stars back there. Well, can you check? There's no ninja stars. Please go into the back and check for more ninja stars. Like, damn it. Alright, I guess I gotta go in the back and check for ninja stars that I know are not there. I used to do that at my retail job. When I worked at Best Buy, they would ask if something was in the back. Or Blockbuster. Oh my god, at Blockbuster Video, they'd be like, can you check the bin? Which was the little drop-off thing where people would drop movies. And so, for a while, we told people that it was locked and we couldn't get in there until a manager got there, even though my friend was the manager. Just so he wouldn't have to keep checking the bin every 8 seconds, because it got annoying. It got to the point where it was like, can you check the bin? Can you check the bin? Like, he would check the bin for a guy, and then we wouldn't have the movie that he wanted, and he would hear clunk, and he'd be like, can you check those right there? Like, are you for real right now? You're going to make me check every movie that drops into the slot for like that. You're just going to stand there next to the desk. People would, too. They would stand there next to the desk and be like, can you check again? Can you check again? No, I cannot check again. Leave my store. We don't have the thing that you want. I get paid $4.18 an hour. I don't care about this. This is utterly irrelevant to me. They barely pay me to be here. Barely. I only hang out here because my roommate's the manager and we're like best as buddies, and so it's kind of fun working with your best friends even when the job sucks. But yeah, sometimes they make you go in the back to check for something, and so I just go in the back and take forever to check in the back. Like, probably a good 10-15 minutes, and then when I came back, if they weren't there, I'd be like, ah, well, problem solved. And then if they were, I'd be like, yeah, we didn't have it. And you got to deliver it super ice cold. You got to look them like right in the eye and be like, yeah, it wasn't in there, knowing full well what you just did. Because if they think you did it just because you were stupid or whatever, it just makes them angrier. But if they know you did it because you're trolling them, then you get the chance that they'll just like stomp on out and you'll never have to see them again. Hooray! See, my goal when I worked in retail was to keep as many customers out of my store as possible. As far as I was concerned, I didn't really see a share of the profits. They didn't really pay me that well, so I was like, you know, my life is actually a lot easier. It makes this job worth it if nobody comes in here, because then the paycheck doesn't seem so bad. But if it's going to be people out the door all day, every day while I'm here, sorry, the compensation just is not parallel. It is not copacetic to what I'm going for here. Then again, I'm an asshole employee. Like, I can't take retail seriously when I work, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going to get mad about this. I will try my hardest to make you mad about this as a customer, because I find it hilarious trolling people in real life over little stuff. But what can you do? Working in retail is a plague. It is the worst. And retail establishments never really seem to try and make it any better. I don't think anybody's buying our leather chests. So I'm just going to put some more pants over here. Did somebody steal from me? Oh, God. It's starting. It's definitely starting. All of our robes are gone. It's like a fancier version of a robe. If you've never heard of the robe, you should definitely get on that. It has been featuring prominently in every New York boutique right about now. So, I'm just saying, if you don't have a robe, you might not be a fancy adventurer. I know you fancy yourself as a fancy adventurer, but nay. Nay, sir. Nay, indeed. You just knock my only plain sword off the shelf when I have a quest to sell plain... These are actually just swords that it's legal to wield while on Delta Airlines. You, sir, will not steal anything from me. You look guilty as shit when you were running out. Sometimes they look guilty, sometimes they don't. I don't know. I do think it's my job to kill them either way, though. I gotta murder at least 4 or 5 people a day. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just not living up to the expectations that my mother set out when I was a child. If you're not going to do a job well, why do it at all? And what if that job is serial killing? I can kill some cereal, believe you me. Get some Lucky Charms and I'll eat the hell out of those things. Lucky Charms were always a contest at my house because I had siblings. So anytime there was a box of Lucky Charms, it was a contest to see who could wake up earliest. He was innocent? Really? He looked kind of guilty to me. Asshole. Don't look so guilty. It's still his fault. That guy definitely stole something. So now we're going to zap him. I'll clean up bodies later once it slows down. Oh my god, so much thievery! We're really, really lucky we didn't kill anybody right there. Oh good, that actually cleared out my store. That's a good thing actually, because I was getting a little overwhelmed. I don't actually care when they run out. It's a pretty sweet thing for me. Like I said, retail. Retail is all about keeping people out of your store. Until I'm the CEO, and then I will majestically start caring again, because that means you're making the big bucks. I only care majestically. It's something I endeavor to do. I mean, sometimes you care majestically, sometimes you care haphazardly. Oh, man. I didn't fix all my stuff before we started work today. That is also bad. We might lose a rack or two. Wizard staves. Looks good to me. I'm gonna fix this up real fast. That guy just robbed me. I think the thievery is it's a little frequent too. It's a little frequent. Alright, so we're good right here. Let's put a couple of these frost axes backs up in there so that you can axe me about it. We've got that. That's right, I'm gonna do the Rochelle joke. Let me axe you about this. Never liked that joke. Never liked that joke in Left 4 Dead 2. Then again, I didn't really like Left 4 Dead 2 to begin with. Left 4 Dead 1 was by far a superior game. in terms of the casting, in terms of everything else, it was just a better game. I like the setting better, too. Something about Louisiana just didn't do it for me with zombies. I don't know. The whole swamp life thing. I think I like the levels better in the first one. I like the characters better in the first one. It's not that I dislike the characters in the second one either. It's just like I feel like they didn't put quite as much work into them. They felt more generic. Like you learned a lot less about the characters, basically. Did you know, fun factoid here, because I am a Left 4 Dead fan. Fun factoid, that Nick, his signet ring, has the exact same symbol as the tattoo on Francis's back. And that on the bridge, when Bill dies, they recognize each other. They seem to recognize each other. I think they share like a criminal organization or something. Because the mob was known. The Italian mob worked with bikers and stuff like that for a long ass time. It would make sense within the context of American gang history and gang life. It would make sense still. I can't prove it. It's just they both have... The signet ring matches Francis's tattoo. So either at some point in their life they shared a deep homosexual love for one another. Which is cool. That's fine. It should feature prominently in-game. There should be little hug sessions in between every single level. Just like, hooray, let's hug for victory. That's fine. That's cool. Or they should admit what the connection is. And then I think I'd be okay. Basically, somebody just needs to clarify for me. In any way. The clarification doesn't have to be like unilateral. It doesn't have to be like a perfect explanation. Just a little clarification would be perfectly okay. Studded gloves, so for his pleasure. Cool. I'm gonna go get some of these skeletons and corpses over here. Because I haven't really been paying attention to them lately. And the body pile is starting to get a little bit... We should hang them out in front like pirates. Like I watch Pirates of the Caribbean. And it's like, pirates ye be warned. We should have like a dead customer hanging from our sign. And just be like, shoplifters ye be warned. Like a talking skull with glowing eyes like when you get on Pirates of the Caribbean. Maybe we should just make our store Pirates of the Caribbean. Why do people say Caribbean instead of Pirates of the Caribbean? Like, why does it happen like that? Like, I say Caribbean every other time except for when there's pirates involved, and then all of a sudden I say Caribbean. I have no idea why I do that, and frankly, it annoys me about myself. There we go. Couple of plate helms. Yup, keep buying my stuff. Yep, also keep swearing at me. That's fine, too. I won't get mad. Well, I'll kind of get mad, maybe. Not that mad, though. Not, like, insanely furious. Maybe, like, slightly furious 7. Can you pick up that shield for me? There you go. Those boots are levitating in the sky. That's pretty sweet. Our customers are so messy that they now defy physics whenever they destroy our shit. I have transcended physics in my destruction of your mercantile property. Oh, God. It's really, really hot in here right now. I turned on the heater because it was kind of cold when I got out of bed, but now I've adjusted and I've got like a whole bunch of like winter gear on. And I'm feeling like it might have been a mistake. I'm in the middle of an episode and I am far sweatier than I wanted to be. This is unfortunate. This is very unfortunate. I like being sweaty while I entertain. Or, you know, moderately annoy. If going by like half my comments is the case, I suppose I should include all groups. I've only got like 13 of those, so... We can fill up the rack, sure. We can fill up the rack, but... Made a little bit of money right there. I don't know if we turned around enough to actually bust out one of the walls. I think that's like a major expansion project. And it's tough to determine whether or not your store is ready for it yet. Got a minute and a half left. Alright, so two-handers. I'll probably go wizard staves over here. And then finally I'll put in another plain sword right there just so we can finish off that quest. I'm hoping we finished it already. If we didn't finish it today, I'm doing a bad job. Okay, so we finished it today. So we should have a whole bunch of K points to spend today. A big fat mess of them. You should do a lot of quests. If you're trying to play through the game quickly and not make it take forever, that would be my recommendation. I'm only filthy because you fill my house with dirt every single time you come in. Like, if I'm covered in your dirt, does that make just me filthy? That's the philosophical question of the day for you, Ingvar. You putz. I always like the word putz because it feels like a swear word even though it isn't. I had a friend that used to freak his mom out all the time because she had delicate sensibilities. And she'd be telling him to do something. He'd be like, Mom, shut the front door. And every single time she'd like lose it because she thought he was going to swear at her. And then he'd like laugh and then she would punish him. But it was worth it. It was worth it, I think. I I think it was worth it for the reaction. The grounding might have been worth it. The cancel band practice, not quite so much. We gotta practice, man. How are we ever gonna be famous if we don't get those power chords down? Just dun 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 dun. That's my impression of power chords. That's always my recommendation for musicians, is don't even bother being skillful or anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just focus on writing hooks. Just super ridiculously catchy hooks that involve power chords and just something very, very, very lively in front of the power. Oh, man. You bastards broke my cabinet? It's not cool, G. That is not cool. And now we got rats running around. The health inspector's gonna come here and he's gonna give me a C- again. It's gonna be like chemistry class all over. And I don't know if I can handle that right now. I really need a self-confidence boost. If I don't get one, I may do something drastic. Like clean the store. Alright, so we got ourselves some skill points. Let's go ahead and take a look at those. 226k points. What do we want to unlock? Well, you can unlock the backyard where you can plant and harvest plants. Get a vinyl player. Thievery is my current issue that's been annoying the shit out of me. So I might go after some of the things that make it so that they thieve a lot less. What does that do? My champion. My champ ion. It's my favorite charged particle. Anti-zap. Thief barrier. That does seem pretty awesome. Let's get a thief zapper. Yeah. Thief zapper! It's gonna be so rad! So now that we have our thief zapper, do I have any money left over for anything like more awesome? I don't think that I do. That's unfortunate. That's very, very unfortunate. They want me to make my store more popular, but I don't know if I can handle it if more people keep coming in. It's a little nerve-wracking. Let's go through our stuff. So I need wizard staves. I need wizard robes. Hats are good. I probably need gloves too. Oh no, we're pretty solid on gloves actually. Let's build ourselves another table over here. Or another counter because I screwed up that last one. So that's a little expenditure that I wasn't expecting on making today. But you know, sometimes you just gotta replace your equipment. Oh, this one's a little bit backwards. That's alright. You can be a little bit backwards in my shop. Just not like super backwards. If you're like offensively backwards to where you're running off customers faster than I can run them off. I gotta keep my job security. I gotta be the guy that runs off customers. I can't have somebody else taking the only thing that I'm supposed to be doing. It's just, it's not gonna work out for me long term. I'm sure you can understand. So, let's get some frost resist potions. Probably 10 of those. I mean, we pretty much sold out, so I'll get 12. I need mana potions, so maybe like, yeah, that'll work for those. Some more plain swords, some leather gloves. Wizard hat, wizard robe. Plate helm, sure. I know I probably need more pants because I sold a bunch of those today. This is going to be a general restocking day, I think. We'll just get like a single stack of everything. Yeah, that'll do it. I mean, we're up to 9,000 right now, so we're not doing that bad. After restocking and making sure that we have a fistful of like everything available to us, we're not doing... Oh, ninja stars. Yeah. Stars. So where do ninja stars go? Like, where do I put these? They don't go on those shelves. Do they go over here? Can I put down ninja stars, please? They go right there. 1 ninja star. We're selling our shuriken like single... Oh, I didn't realize we were going to be selling them in singles. I figured we'd come up with some kind of package deal for them. Like, let people buy 10 or 11 at a time and just hope that that works out for them. I'll probably put a counter right here then. Just so we have extra storage space. Because at the moment... I mean, I suppose I could go with another central aisle, or I could do something like this. So that we can make even more money. But those look like they're going to be crooked to me. They actually aren't. Strangely enough, I thought they would be crooked. But they look okay. They look weirdly okay. I expected that to look a lot uglier, though. All the potions on the shelves. Restocking is vaguely satisfying. Nope, that's not what I needed. I needed... Where is it? There it is. I knew I saw it. I saw it somewhere. I just couldn't put my finger quite on where. Helmets. I really wish that was a lot easier to click on. There we go. Perfect. Got that taken care of. Let me find my visored hats. There's a visored hat right there. Apparently this game is off the Steam market right now. I don't know why that is. I don't know if they didn't like pay their dues, or I don't know why Steam would pull their game. Maybe it's just a bug, like the server didn't carry it properly. I'm not really sure. They posted an update this morning saying the game was not for sale as of like right now, and that the game wasn't broken. They were still working on it. Everything's fine. It's just something went wrong with Steam, and so they're working on it. I have no idea. Apparently you can't get the game right now, though. It's turned into Cube World, which, by the way, where is the next Cube World update? I want it so badly. Wally, please don't leave me in suspense. My heart is hurting right now. Cube World was the coolest shit ever 2 years ago. And I fear the bus may have been missed at this point. Then again, Wally doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that does anything for, like, profits or whatever. It seems like he's kind of just working on it to work. He's kind of like the guys that make Dwarf Fortress. I feel like he's basically just doing it for him, and he doesn't really, like, care if anybody else likes it, or if he has customers, or if he has fans, or anything like that. He's just, like, doing his thing. And I can respect that. That's actually probably a pretty good mindset to have. Still, he keeps posting super awesome pictures all over his Twitter, and I want to play Cube World again. I want to go back to the world of Cube World, because I do think that it's a really solid indie title that just really just needed more content. That's pretty much it, aside from grinding and leveling. All it needed was more content. All it needed was more. That's my favorite Real Big Fish song. That's my favorite. It's not my favorite song, actually. The thing I like about that song is the fact that... What should I put over here? I mean, I guess if I just stock these with staves... I don't know. I'll kind of just fill in random stuff over here. I don't really feel any particular dedication to make this themed or anything like that. We need to pick out a new quest, too, for tomorrow. So let's pick out a new quest here. We can do for non-mages again. It's back up. Getting ahead might work. The rare wish. We actually don't have the barbarian sword, so... Photo mages! How come selling 16 items gives you less points than selling 15 items? I mean, that one right there definitely doesn't seem like it's worth it. 56 items for 200 points. Let's just... I'm going to do the... Well, I can't click it, so never mind. That's unfortunate. I guess we'll do for the non-mages then. And then that's going to be the end of our episode. My name is Splattercat. I will see you all in future episodes of Shoppe PvKeep. Bye, everybody.